Last week, I gave you the big reveal that the Borg were back.
We are the Borg.
And I gave you the reasons why. This week, I have an even bigger reveal for you with my final Picard Season 3 spoiler. It's the grand finale, everybody. But before we get down to business, episode 10 of Picard Season 3 will be the end of the Picard story. Showrunner Terry Matalas has said that episode 10 will bring the TNG era of Star Trek to an end. He has described the last two episodes as being a final Next Generation movie. So what do you guys think? Is this really the end? And just to add one more thing, last week, the Borg absolutely called it. And as I said last week, if I'm wrong, I will stand up and take it. I'll appear on camera and you can throw all of your rotten fruit at me. Spoiler alert! Here we go. Now, don't believe for 1 minute he is dead and finished. Q is back for the season finale of Picard Season 3. I guarantee he's going to be here for more than a 30-second cameo at the end. Q is back, and here are the reasons why. This is how I came to this conclusion. I did a little bit of detective work and quite a bit of reading, but here is why Q is back. First, Q is the Next Generation. He was there at the start, he was there at the end, and he introduced the Borg, and it makes perfect sense that he will be there at the very end again. Season 3 has less than 1 hour to turn an impossible situation into a victory. This is going to involve either A, a cheap stunt, B, something half-baked, or C, a stroke of writing genius. Or the return of some familiar faces and some of the super convenient plot devices those faces can bring. It really feels like the TNG crew have a lot to do on the Enterprise D and not much time to do it in. Does this mean that some of those Q powers will have a part to play in the season finale? What do you guys think? The third reason for a Q return is fan service. Nearly everything you can think of that would please the Next Generation fans has been thrown at Season 3 of Picard. Q is an absolute fan favourite, and one of the few fan favourites that is still missing. This leads me to believe Q will appear in the season finale. And let me just go back to that Terry Matalas quote where he said the last 2 episodes of Picard will serve as a final Next Generation movie. What would a final movie be without Q? Just because one writing team took an omnipotent being, turned him into a toxic male and gave him a virus does not mean they are dead. This is Star Trek. We already have an android in an old man's body and an old man in an older android's body, so why not a return of Q? And my final reason, without naming any names, but if you read everything and start scanning the dark corners of the internet and social media, you will see some tiny clues. Some people worked on the show, some people have seen the show in advance. And without people being direct in what they're saying, there are a number of clues out there. You just need to know what you're looking for. Once you start adding all of this together and people start talking about fan favourites, I came to a 2 + 2 = Q conclusion. Now, as I said last week when I predicted the Borg, no matter how much heat you guys give me, I'm going to stand true to what I'm saying. And if I am wrong, don't worry, I'll go out there and I'll take my medicine square on the chin. It's been great fun producing these spoilers videos for you. I hope you've enjoyed them. The thing I enjoy the most is chatting with you guys in the comments section below. So hit me up. What do you think? Have I gone a step too far this time? Am I riding my luck a bit too much? Or is Q on his way back for the season finale?